Huh?
Oh, they're chasing. Sorry.
It's the Sprite upstairs. Huh?
And the rest of it.
Oh. But why that sound like Kiki Palmer? That's nasty. What's wrong with your cup? Why you making that face? Your Kool-Aid nasty? The Kool-Aid you just made taste nasty or your old? Huh? The Kool-Aid you just made taste nasty or the old Kool-Aid? Oh. It's at the bottom? It's not sweet enough or it's too sweet? Both of them are? So this one is too sweet and that one is bitter? Yeah. Hello, happy Saturday. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to put these gloves on. Happy Saturday. Wait, today not Saturday? It is? Okay. Yay. Hello, Victor. How are you? Hold on, y'all. Let me drop y'all down. Okay. Can y'all hear me okay? I'm doing good. About to make some cabbage. I don't need that anymore, actually. Oops. So there really wasn't Kiki Palmer and Gorilla? Huh? Oh. Okay. Why did that lard get so hot so fast? Is the music loud in the background, y'all? It's muffled right now? But what's that other noise? Because you in the room with me? You, or is that my mic doing that? Or is that because you? Does this sound like a funny noise in the background? Or can y'all like hear me clearly without the background? I'm just trying to check out my mic. Oh, okay. That noise? You just hear me? Okay, y'all. Sorry, I'm just trying to check out this mic, trying to make sure y'all can't really hear the background noise, but that it doesn't sound like muffled. I don't know, y'all. But whatever. Because then nobody tell me if y'all can hear me clearly or not, but it's okay. Oh, that's good. Black women are awesome. Y'all, they finally took down a little plastic wall. Excuse me. Ooh, they finally took down a little plastic wall. Now we just waiting for them to rebuild it. It's giving Halloween vibes, but not on purpose. Who was that talking like that? I know that's the city girl talking like that.
That's the girl they be.
Oh, that was aggressive. Y'all. Do y'all know we got something on the grill as we do pretty much every weekend? Then we're making a fun cake today. We're making a pumpkin cake. I'm gonna do it slow. Okay.
I cut the angles, I put it in the grill.
Yeah.
I don't want to use that.
All right. Why?
I don't want to do it.
Okay.
I want to look crazy and out.
Oh. Thought you was vibing out or something. Mm. Huh? You finna go buy it? Oh. Alright. Wait, hold on. I'm almost done with your onion. You want me to put it on the grill for you?
Yeah.
Can you open the door?
Can you put one in the pan with the torch and then one in the pan with the chicken?
You're welcome. My bad, y'all. Okay. Hey, Naja. What am I looking for? Gloves. I'm looking for gloves. Because don't nobody want no onion fingers. Is it Phobos? Phobos. Hello. How you gonna say what's up, chat, and walk away? Oh, you don't even have yours on, right? Hmm. Oh, well, welcome back. Thank you. Yes, so it is. I don't want to say like Blogtober. It's like Livetober. Going live every day in October. That's the goal. But also put up vlogs too. So trying to put up vlogs, trying to go live. Mm, I guess that's what you think, Bandon Z. Huh? Oh yeah. God, I always get home when I start cooking. Like,
Rock on my comment now.
oh, who Bandon Z? Oh, but they can keep on. What you call it? Messaging. They talking to themselves. I can't breathe. My allergies turn me up. Alexa turned it. You turned the music all the way down? Or Alexa did that? Mm-hmm. Wait, don't get something? Oh. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Can't freaking breathe. Sorry, y'all. All right, I'm back. All right. Mm, excuse me, mommies. Go sit down. Wow. Don't be flying off like that either. Hello, KK. How are you? Yeah, I'm making cabbage. That's it. And then we have well, G is making some. What are you making? I think a pork roast, and he has some chicken on the grill. Are you cooking today? Oh yeah, we haven't had cabbage in a long time, so it was overdue. We were supposed to do something else. We were supposed to make the little viral cabbage thing that everybody been making, but we're just gonna make regular cabbage. Ooh, what you gonna eat? Go eat out? Oh well, no, we went out to eat. I love eating out, but I also love cooking. But then when I go out to eat and I eat something, I be like, I could have made that at home. So it all depends. Sorry, y'all, if I'm sniffling. I don't know. It's like ever since it got cool out here in Vegas, my allergies been kicking my butt. Ooh, nachos. That's what I wanted to do with the pulled pork was make some nachos with it. But we're just gonna do sandwiches. Hold on, y'all. All right. I got what I got, y'all. Freaking cabbage all on the floor now. Gotta clean that up. Rinse this out. You had like loaded fries or like just regular fries? Alexa, next song. I don't know what the heck that is. Hmm. Okay. Cheese fries real good. I used to have an addiction to the loaded fries at Studio Movie Grill. That studio, well, those movies have some really good loaded fries. Wait, what? Hold on. My bad, y'all. What am I doing right now? What is going on? I'm really just trying to read the comments, and it's over here. It went to like 5 different pages. Okay, there we go. We've been meaning to go to like Nacho Daddy and get some of their nachos because the nachos are like real good there. Nacho Daddy is real good. Y'all, I can't freaking breathe, y'all. Like, what is going on? All right, sorry. I'm gonna have to go stand outside for a little bit to get some fresh air because whatever's going on in this house, I can't freaking breathe, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Is anybody else having a state fair right now? We need a state fair to go to. How's the dog? They're good. They were right here watching me cook. I don't know where they went to. I'm pretty sure they're somewhere close. How is the weather out there? Is it colder now? Now I gotta ask you. Let me stop. Get in trouble for thinking out here. All right. It's room temp. Oh, okay. It's like windy out here. It felt real good though. Like it felt real good to be outside, to walk around, not worry about the heat. I need to get that cabbage up because that's really bothering me. So let me finish this cabbage first. I need to wash my hair so I can do it. I think I'm just gonna do like 6 straight back braids. I'm not even gonna try to do nothing complicated. Yeah, I started braiding my hair last week and I got frustrated because it wasn't coming out the way I envisioned. So I just cut it all out. And I was pretty much done. But I wasn't happy with it. So I just cut it out. Ooh. All right, whatever. You obviously can't fit, so I'm gonna throw you in the trash. Oh yeah, let me show y'all our little pictures we did, I think 2 days ago. We painted pictures. That was fun, and we did pumpkins too, y'all. These this month is going to be so much fun with all the activities we have planned. It's a lot of stuff we've seen that we want to do that we're definitely going to do. So that's going to be fun. All right. Where's the brooms? Okay. Oh, let me show y'all. Here go one of the little puppies. Well, she's not a puppy actually. I don't know where she just ran to that fast, y'all. Hold on, let me see where she went. Hi, Emily. Is when it snows on New Year's. That'll be nice. There she go with her ball in her mouth as usual. She trying to figure out why I got the camera in her face. Say hello. Girl, why are you looking at them like that? I don't know. New York on New Year sound real good to me. We were talking about that. We've been saying that for a few years that we want to spend um, New Year's in New York. We finally spent our first New Year's in Vegas this past year. So it's definitely time for New York. Definitely time for New York. Sorry, y'all. I don't keep meaning to step away, but I keep having to go to the restroom to blow my nose and then wash my hands and then come back. 'Cause I can't freaking breathe. All right, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna go get my charger. But these allergies will not. Oh yeah, y'all see the background? They finally took the little thing down. Y'all had to put some freaking Christmas paper up because I don't know. They lost the freaking the bracket to our blinds. So yeah, we couldn't put the other blinds up. John resigned from the district attorney's office in July 1993. A few months later, it seemed that he might make a. What I can still smell is that it smells good. I can still smell the food. Mm-hmm. That still smells good. Oh dang! I realize I'm about to have to take y'all. Y'all will probably hear the music better now because I have to take y'all out of the Bluetooth to put y'all on the regular speaker. Okay. There we go. We can start the music down. What am I doing now? Oh yeah, So we'll be making our pumpkin cake later. This is the icing we're using. I'm adding this inside of the cake. And then we're going to turn our cake orange. So we have to get our food coloring so we can make orange. So yeah, y'all. We don't really have anything planned. We're not even doing anything. Hold on, give me a little sugar. Stop sitting on. Oh, hold on. Y'all still. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Whew. But yeah, y'all, we'll be live for like a couple of hours today. We're definitely going to see how long we can stay live. I'm trying to definitely get our subscribers up. Plus, I miss talking to y'all. When I come live and then I don't see y'all get on my live, I'll be like, I wonder how they doing. Watching the ball. Oh, no, see. Hearing that alone, because if I drink something, like, I'm going to have to use the restroom in like under an hour. If I can't use the restroom, that's a no-go for me. But I definitely want to experience it one year. Maybe just get a hotel downtown or something. I don't know. I do want to go somewhere where it's like a lot of snow in the wintertime, like around Christmas. So I was thinking about going to like Colorado or something. So I want to be surrounded by a whole bunch of freaking snow. It looks so weird, y'all. Really got a freaking open ceiling. Hopefully it'll all be fixed on Monday because they're supposed to be coming on Monday, so we shall see. Girl, you want to close the door? Yeah, because them flies coming in here. Tell them flies to go home, girl. Hold on, let me close the door. Excuse me. You going outside? Okay, closing the door. See, now the flies messing with me and I don't like that. They disrespect. Hotel. So what you mean? Like, should I get like an Airbnb or something? You gotta stay somewhere close. I don't know. I know it's hard because I was looking into it, but it is what it is. You gotta spend the money. You want to be a tourist, so you know they're gonna get. Dang, freaking flies! Hold on, let me close this door. Come on, so you wanna close the door some more? Or you just stand out there then. Yeah, we got our little candy bucket for the house. Got our little eyeballs in it. These Twix is one of my favorite candies. So, but what the food talking about? Is the food worth it? So that's really what I want to know. Is the food worth it? That's where my money going to go on, is food. I want some hot dogs. I want some pizza. Okay. Okay. Does New York have some good Chinese food? I don't know why, but I want some real good Chinese food. Preferably orange chicken. But like I want my orange chicken like crispy and spicy. Okay. Will do. I like my food super hot anyway, so If I can't eat my food while it's real hot, I don't feel like eating it. That pizza good. Mandan. It's pretty. Yeah. Tinkerbug. Why you just standing by the door? Close the door back. Close the door back. Close the door, mommies. Girl. No. Oh. Yeah, she think anytime you open up the door, that mean go outside and play. I visited World Trade Center 5 times this week. Yeah, definitely want to go there. But why did you visit 5 times this week? Is it close to where you live? Or it's just somewhere you enjoy going? Close the door. You're letting in flies, girl. They don't care. She don't care at all. See? I know I just got bit by a mosquito. Oh, okay. How is everything with the doctor? Did everything turn out good for you? Y'all, I really want to make that cake. Okay, that's good to hear. That's really good to hear. Y'all really want to make that cake now so I can eat it now. I want some cake. I like some cupcakes. Oh, has anyone tried the Biscoff bun cake? I'm sorry to hear that. It's a good thing to do. Yeah, the anniversary did recently passed too. That's crazy. I want to pay something. Yeah, where should we put this? It's 40 feet long. And we got this from Dollar Tree. We got like all 3 of these pictures from Dollar Tree. What else we get? It came with paint. We got our little bucket, candy. Right now, Dollar Tree is where it's at for the candy because candy is high everywhere else. Because why did we go to Walmart and like the little 6-pack of Reese's? How do you say, is it Reese's or Reese's? I don't know, but it was $8.49 for 6 of them. Just 6 little squares of candy. And that was crazy. If you want to get the candy, they used to be like $1 to $2. They only come with like 3 pieces in it. Girl, you keep coming here and not closing the door. You're not going back outside no more. No. Ooh, that's me. Girl, I know she's not gonna try to go in there and tell on me because I don't want to go outside and play with her. Whew. I need to be sitting outside with some fresh air. I'm trying to wash these. It's cabbage. Allergies just tear you up out of nowhere, y'all. Oh no. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I can't wait to go see it. Definitely want to visit when I come out there. Definitely want to visit it when we come out there. Mhm. Mhm. Dang, that mosquito bite hurt. Chicken butts. I think you got some of your swab on me, ma'am. Mhm. Nice. Okay. It's good to hear that they did a good job on it. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Wait, when is New Year's in about? Yeah, we already in October. We are already in October. 2 months? Yeah, it's gonna come by fast. Oh, thank you. With her little nosy self, she nosy. Hey, yeah, I'm talking about you. What? What's up, mommy? No, see. Anytime I say what's up, mommies, she think that mean get the ball. Which is crazy because that never meant get the ball. Like I've never said what's up, mommies, and went to play like with her with the ball. But y'all aiming to play. It's all wet and slimy. She needs a really, really big old thing of balls. Just new ones she can use every day. What? Good. Wait, where I put the mics at, y'all? I took them off and I don't know where I set them. Hope I put them back where they belong. Oh yeah, could I be doing that right now? I could. That cabbage smell good though. Y'all, how do y'all make homemade? You know what? Hold on, let me get a little. How you make homemade mayonnaise? I know it's what, oil and vinegar or something. Wait, is that right? I said oil and vinegar. It's not oil and vinegar to make mayonnaise. I meant eggs and oil. Is that how you make mayonnaise? I'm gonna look at this. Homemade mayo. Times Square is loud. It's okay. That's how it is. On Fremont Street. So homemade mayo is an egg, some lemon juice, or white wine vinegar. I think I have. If not vinegar, we have lemon juice. Dijon or powdered mustard. We don't have Dijon mustard. And then avocado, grape, or olive oil. Okay. Well, I need to figure out how to make mayo for our what I need mayo for, y'all. What am I making? Coleslaw to go on top of the sandwiches that we're making. So I need to figure that out. Times Square is not. That is a KK. A month? Girl, well, that's a blessing that you're able to afford that. That, I mean, that's smooth. I'm not even gonna say that's a lot. We're not there yet to pay rent that high. But if we were able to do that, we definitely would. I mean, you gotta pay for what you want. So that's definitely a blessing you can afford that. 'Cause that's not cheap at all. Yeah, we pay like a third of that for our house. You know. What I do know, one thing is New York is not a place that I would want to get a house because they're so high. When we do get a house, we were definitely thinking about getting a house back in Texas only because you get more bang for your buck. So you can get a really, really nice house in Texas. I wouldn't consider a lot. I'm still trying to figure out how to. Do you live by yourself with family, a spouse, a roommate? Two bedrooms. Ooh, okay, nice. Get it. That's really nice. Okay, I love that. Kitchen of this one. Okay. How long have you lived there? If you don't mind me asking. Ooh, do y'all have an elevator? 6 floors? Ooh. Okay, that's a good. That's really good. Okay. That's really nice. Is it convenient for you in your apartments? Your appointments where you live? And do you drive or do you catch like public transportation? Because I heard like, well, people like, oh, public transportation is like better because of the traffic. Two of the ratings that they Nobody has time for that. Because who want to walk around with, go up and down all the stairs and stuff? Taxis, okay. Nice. Okay. That's pretty cool. Are you from New York? These settings are not really giving me what I thought they would give me. Oh yeah, see, that's inconvenient. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, nice. My coworker that sits right next to me, she's from New York. She's so funny. But then she's from New York, but she also lived in Texas too. We actually lived, well, we didn't know it, but we lived a few miles from each other in Texas before we both ended up moving out here. So she like a Texan New Yorker. It's just funny, like just her combined traits. Now, girl, what you looking at, mommy? I picked up my phone because I wanted to set something up. Okay. Alexa, next song. That song aggressive. When you got to be aggressive like that. What you back there sniffing, girl? Wait, but I don't ever want that on. No, I don't know. I can't. It's crazy because the settings on my iPhone are different from the settings on my Android, which are different from the settings on the computer. So I can't find what I'm looking for. Why everything can't just be the same? Oh, y'all, we plan to go here to go do this in like a week. Oh, hold on, wait. When Brandy and Monica coming to Las Vegas? November 7th? Hmm. Ooh, I like that. Y'all, hold on. I actually like that new Cardi B and Kehlani song. Hey, that's not bad. So they got the meet and greet package for $6.95 a person. You get a ticket in the first 10 rows, VIP entry. Wait, not you only get a meet and greet with Monica, not even Brandy. Too. Hold on, now, wait a minute. Brandy not doing one? Okay, whatever. Oh, that's fine. 300 nightly. Oh, that's fine for New York, honestly, because we paid that price to stay. When we went back home to Dallas, I think that's how much the room was. So that's not bad at all. And I'm pretty sure we'll only be there like 2, 3 days, 2, 3 days max. So it'll be all right. Where the cost adds up for us would be like food and stuff because we like to eat a lot. So we'll have to be mindful of where we eat at and what kind of food we want to eat. Definitely got to go with a budget. Ooh, flies. All right, y'all. We're about to move to Man Cave. Girl, I didn't even mean to kick your ball for real.
Oh, shit.
Thank you for the tips. Yeah, she like to sit up like well. Right now she's looking at she looking at stuff, but normally she like to just sit up like she a person. Well, now we know where to go. Well, he's staying somewhere close to Manhattan. got the good knees. He got the good knees doing it that many times.
This is exactly why it's never
That
been
was
hard to
crazy.
play defense in the NFL. The precision.
Yes, sir, Ski. It's on the twerking. What?
You said it's time for you to twerk? Why? Look, now her mama always look at her. Scary. What you scared of?
First down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Okay. How much do for this game? How much do those cost? I can only imagine. Is that what Carrie had on like the Sex and the City? It was like a penthouse in Manhattan.
On the gun, a carry by Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn that with 2 set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up in the 48.
What? Why are you staring at me like that?
Running right is Williams.
Look at that.
Works the sideline inside the 35. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. That's him picking up the first down after a gain of 26.
Jake, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. We've got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. So skill guys, to be on the outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just when
That's crazy. $1 million. That's being lucky. $20 million for a penthouse?
Second down call.
Wow. Yeah, New York is different. The girl, get your penthouse. I hope you get it.
We reach the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Rams about to move to 12-0 on the season. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
I really hope you get your penthouse one day.
Getting out to his left. It is cut left side. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. And he continues to rise higher and higher as this game goes on. That's a 500-yard performance.
Did you need me to go check on the
That's
meat?
the 30 times that's ever happened. Which puts in perspective the enormity
I know you feel like
of this
cabbage.
year.
You like looking at the camera, girl?
It's the Rams who take this one on the road. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November.
You weren't doing that. Why you ain't putting me? I'm proud of you, Big Daddy, sir. That's crazy you can do that from your TV.
Yes.
What's that noise? What hand are missing it?
Diddy John now.
Huh?
I'm on Diddy John now.
Ooh, look at this burrito bowl. Good. I be showing her little food stuff like she really don't look going on. Okay, look at burrito. Look at that chicken, girl. No, like the chicken on the phone. Not. Look at these dogs. Look, give it up, the girl. No, on the phone.
Wow.
What?
They 0-10.
Tammy lost it right in the middle. Wow, boy. So they ain't won not none game. They winning not one game this time. Not one. Not even a tie. I didn't even know you could have ties in the NFL until you told me recently.
85-93.
Huh? You said hit the 593. I don't even know what that means actually. That's cute. Okay, okay. Yeah, that was a cute letter. I thought. I don't know why I thought that said something like put my tickets. Boy. That's crazy. Putting money go on a break is crazy. You on my phone, girl? You looking at videos? You better be coffee. Get out of here. Barking like crazy. Ooh, this look good. I definitely want to try to make that. Two tickets, one night. Who am I seeing? Houston and what? These are horrible actors, but it would be weak. For sure. Y'all, who would y'all choose? These are bad looking AI pictures.
Oh, you got one of the clappers on that, right?
You got the cloud. You got the cloud. A fundamental barrier breaker.
We will transform this nation. Hey, Barack Hussein Obama here in the Oval Office. Of course I feel lucky. I always feel lucky.
This unlikely president faced fierce challenges.
Hell no, you can't!
and vocal opposition.
This administration is unconstitutional.
Why doesn't he show the birth certificate?
No other president has had this very citizenship question.
This will ruin our country.
But his 8 years in office will always be remembered.
The Senate Amendment is constant.
Because despite the challenges,
I still consider the day I traveled up to Newtown as the toughest day of my presidency.
our 44th president always chose to persevere.
This is our moment. This is our time.
I can look at myself in the mirror and say, I left it all on the field.
We were driving downstate Illinois in the spring of 2004, and
I
the
need to go wash
phone
my
rang,
hair.
and it was John
I'm so
Kerry's
comfortable right
campaign
now.
manager, Mary Beth Cahill, conveying his offer that to be the keynote speaker. And as soon as Obama hung up, he said, I know what I want to say. So what is it that you want to say? He said, I want to talk about my story as part of a larger American story.
A relatively unknown 42-year-old state senator from Illinois, Barack Hussein Obama's unlikely run for president truly begins with a speech at the 2004 Democratic National Convention.
Tonight is a particular honor for me because, let's face it, my presence on this stage is pretty unlikely.
That was a bit of a surprise.
Hello,
I had a pretty good
Dash.
sense of what I wanted to say.
Good
And
evening.
by
How
the
are you?
time
Or good morning,
we were
depending on where you
backstage,
are.
Michelle and I felt very confident about the speech.
My father was a foreign student, born and raised in a small
Happy Saturday.
village in Kenya. He grew up herding goats, went to school in a tin roof shack. His father, my grandfather, was a cook, a domestic servant to the British.
That didn't mean that there weren't some nerves about walking out for this massive audience that I had never really addressed before.
It's the hope of slaves sitting around a fire singing freedom songs. The hope of
Yeah, I remember when
immigrants
tacos
setting
used
out
to
for
be.
distant
I'm doing
shores.
good. How are you?
The hope
When
of
tacos
a
were like
young
10 for
naval
10.
lieutenant bravely
Now they're 10 for
patrolling the
$40.
Greyhound Delta. The hope of a mill worker's son who dares to defy the odds. The hope of a skinny kid with a funny name who believes that America has a place for him too.
Fortunately, as I'm about to walk out,
What are you up to
Michelle gives me
today?
a kiss and says,
How was your
don't
Saturday
screw this
going?
up.
Is Saturday
Which
morning
is
where
her
you are, or is it Sunday
style of
morning
humor,
already?
and I cracked up. So that by the time I walked out, I think I was in a pretty good place.
Must have been like in 2006 or something like that. I went home to my wife and said, I think Barack's going to run for president. My wife said, president of what? She didn't know, like the condo association or something. And I said, president of the United States. She's like, Barack, no, something's going to happen. And then the world, next 12, 18 months, the whole world changes.
With America fighting two deadly wars, the economy takes a hit, and unemployment is the highest it's been in decades.
You eat any chips and guac?
Huh?
You eat chips and guac? What you eat? Oh. Why you not eating no guac?
Obama is a relative
So I
unknown,
can handle one.
facing a long
No,
list
you
of
need to eat
problems.
it before it go
Part
bad.
of the not against it.
I actually really forgot about it, so I was coming in here with some chips.
He's never run a city. He's never run
I
a
don't.
state.
It's
He's
probably
never
real
run
good
a
now.
business. He's
But
never
probably
run a
a little bit salt.
military
So I
unit.
didn't put a lot of
He's
salt in
never
it.
had to lead people in crisis.
And also, we want for this guy named Barack Hussein Obama, the first African American to potentially win the presidency.
I don't think that America's ready for it yet, just because of his race.
This is a young African American man whose middle name he shared with the dictator of Iraq.
I had a lot of family members, relatives, people who were of a different generation than me,
Pulled pork.
argue with me about whether or not Barack Obama could be elected president of the United States. And these are people who taught
I
me
know I'm gonna have to make
about
you
civil
one.
rights. There were so many people
Can you
who
make-
didn't believe that it was possible early on.
Put it on the grill.
Put what on the grill?
The supporters, volunteers, and fundraisers, I mean,
Okay.
people that are backing up when he got home.
And so when I go into the White House, I will be carrying your voices What made it?
It felt like sort of an underdog long shot campaign from the very beginning.
Everybody, thanks for getting on the phone. There will be a David versus Goliath situation.
Oh yeah, I need to go take my egg out. I need to go take an egg out for
hoping they can change the world.
no, so I can make some mayo for the what am I making, baby? To go on top of our sandwiches.
But he came with a message of hope and
Coleslaw.
change, and that idea that born is divided
So hold
as a
on,
politics
let me go put an
would
egg
suggest
on the cabinet,
Americans
and I'll be
really want
right
that
back.
idea.
We can't wait to fix our healthcare system. We can't wait to fix our schools. I have the experience Washington likes, but I have the experience America needs right now.
There was a connection between Barack Obama and millions of Americans. We haven't seen anything like that in a very long time in American politics, where people on the ground made that big of a difference.
I need everybody to get a corn kernel and start filling up a jar. You don't want me to be behind.
There was an authenticity and a freshness to Barack Obama that bespoke hope and change. Barack, he was the personification of his own message.
Good morning, election day. After a hard-fought battle, it all boils down to today.
On election day 2008, more than 131
I was
million
making mayo
Americans
because I
cast
thought we didn't have it.
the highest percentage in 4 decades.
But I didn't realize to put no jar in there. So actually, I don't.
How to get America back on track.
I don't think that there's anything that can entirely prepare you for that day.
We can project now that Kentucky is going to be won by John McCain.
You've been campaigning, you've been shaking hands, you've been kissing babies, you've been studying policy positions.
The news from Iowa, it goes to Senator Obama. That's the NBC News projections.
But the full weight of it doesn't come to you until the networks are calling it.
Keith, we can report history.
But I should have
Barack
made.
Obama is projected to be the next president of the United States of America.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let's go make this coleslaw so it can be marinating and get cold. Yeah, let's do that. Make this coleslaw. Uh-oh. Okay. Actually, You need something. I'm missing something, y'all. What did I put? I'm missing something. What am I missing? Yeah, what am I missing? Is it more red wine vinegar? We'll try that. Look. Oh, I think it's. No, I didn't. Lemon juice. We need something. Let's see. Mayo. Yeah, it's something I'm missing out of this, and I cannot figure out what it is. That's why I keep opening it and we're opening it. If I keep opening the refrigerator, I'm looking like there's something that belongs in it. Hold on. Girl, come on. I didn't know you was outside. You was outside, girl? No, I just opened the door. I ain't even checked to see what it was. Luckily, it was one of the pepperonis. Yeah. I'm just gonna let that. And our coleslaw fry sandwiches are done. All right, y'all.
And it happened very fast. And I remember
You turn it early,
that she had at that time about not just coverage, but also deductibles and sorting through paperwork and trying to figure out whether this was going to burden the family more broadly. So that
I like how you in my seat, little mama.
is part of my
Excuse me.
After addressing the economy, the president turns his attention to his biggest goal.
World's in a free fall, all hell's breaking loose, and Obama's sitting there looking at his political capital, and he's thinking, how am I going to spend this? What's not heading? And that was it.
This budget builds on these reforms. It includes a historic commitment to comprehensive health care reform, a down payment on the principle that we must have quality, affordable health care for every American.
Almost 46 million people in this country do not have health insurance.
Oh my God, the Democrat Party, this has been their holy grail for so many decades, right? They wanted this, they promised this, they railed on this on the campaign trail.
You have to put in perspective. For 100 years, since Teddy Roosevelt, people have been trying to pass healthcare. 100 years.
Many people said, we're just focused on the economy. And our response is, healthcare is a focus on the economy. That's, 17, 18% of our national economy. That's a dramatic chunk.
Pursuing healthcare's passage proves a monumental challenge.
The one thing that healthcare can't afford is loss of time. And the one thing I remember from the Clinton years was the moment you announce it, okay, and you got it, time is your enemy, not your friend. And you gotta move.
Yet the president cannot find any support on the other side of the aisle.
For months, he's trying to get at least one Republican to sign on, or at least to sign on enough just to say, I can't vote for this, but I can help you make it better. And he's just having a really hard time doing that.
This healthcare bill will ruin our country.
We don't care for this bill. I think you know that. The American people don't care for the bill. One-size-fits-all requirements of what coverage needed to look like was really contrary to what I think most people said. Hey, I want the kind of health care that I want, not the kind of health care that Washington's going to tell me to have.
The portion of the bill that was most controversial was the portion that was the mandate that required everyone who could afford to purchase insurance. And that idea, the genesis for that idea, was from conservative economists.
Everybody pays something. No more entire free ride on everybody else. Everybody pays what they can afford.
With the bill mired in partisanism, Republicans take to calling it Obamacare.
There was no phrase to counter, we're going to kill your grandma, or government's going to take over your health care. I mean, we could go and say, no, we're going to give you health care.
There are no so-called death panels, an offensive notion to me and to the American people.
Some believe that part of the public backlash to the plan stemmed from the White House itself.
With all the due respect in the world for the president, I think he might agree, I don't know. The White House just did not message it. You know, we were in the trenches and we kept saying, air cover, where's the air cover?
You needed to command a very large audience for an issue that took a lot of explaining. So we decided for a primetime address.
In September of '09, with America watching on television, the president addresses a special session of Congress.
There are also those who claim that our reform efforts would ensure illegal immigrants. This too is false.
In the middle of the speech, Joe Wilson stood up and screamed, "You lie."
The reforms I'm proposing would not apply to those who are here illegally.
What did you make of that congressman doing that?
Totally disrespectful.
President Obama took the long view and largely took the heckling in stride.
The danger in politics is that you are buffeted by so many opinions, so many conflicting data points that you lose track of what it is that you're trying to do, your North Star. And what I've always said is that rather than worry about day-to-day polls, rather than worry about what people are saying about me today or tomorrow, let me think about what people are going to be saying 30 years from now or 50 years from now.
Most Democrats in Washington were ready to head for the hills. They were done with health care. We tried, got close, didn't happen.
Rahm Emanuel went to Obama and said, we don't have the votes, and if you keep pushing this, you're going to lose in 2012. You won't be reelected.
I remember Rahm Emanuel, my chief of staff, coming in and saying, Mr. President, what do you want to do? You feel lucky. And I said, listen, my name is Barack Hussein Obama, here in the Oval Office. Of course I feel lucky.
These ain't the Oval Office.
The president said, you know, I didn't come here to put my approval ratings up on a shelf and admire them. I came here to do something. And so, if I keep going and I lose, so be it.
He knew this was the window.
In March 2010, the Affordable Care Act is finally put to a vote.
On this vote, the ayes are 219, the nays are 212. The motion to concur in the Senate amendment is adopted.
I asked the president, how does this night compare to election night? And I'll never forget, he said, Valerie, there's just no comparison. Election night was all about getting to the summit.
I'm not going to vote a good party Wall Street. So many of you guys have worked so hard.
90-something% of people in this country now have health insurance. And that is something we've been fighting to do for 100 years.
And established once and for all in the United States of America, healthcare is a right, not a privilege, a right.
The victory comes with a steep political cost.
Obamacare, that did bring about what we now know as the Tea Party. Waving of the Gadsden flag on tread on me, and people saying, we've got another tradition in our country. We don't have government in here in this personal way like this.
The repercussions are swiftly felt in the midterm elections.
CNN is now ready to make a major projection. The Republicans have a net gain of 39 seats, at least 39 seats. They will become the majority in the House of Representatives.
It was an encouraging day in the sense that the American people had a referendum on the
actions of the first 2 years. It was a referendum on Obamacare and the $1 trillion stimulus and Dodd-Frank, and the American people took a look at it and decided they didn't like it.
Despite the outcome of the 2010 midterms, the president still views healthcare as his greatest achievement.
When I get letters from somebody who said, you know, because of the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, my son was able to get surgery that saved his life. Well, that young man walking around somewhere, that legacy doesn't go away. It doesn't get reversed. I still consider the day I traveled up to Newtown to meet with parents and address that community as the toughest day of my presidency.
I remember being in the Oval Office when the president found out.
So she ended up seeing you at school. Was indicating she thinks that someone's shooting in the building.
John Brennan, who was our intelligence advisor, came in, and there were reports that there was a shooting.
Lieutenant 911, what's the location of the emergency?
Meeting at school. I think there's somebody shooting in here.
Heard a loud bang. He thought that somebody fell.
I was hearing the gunfire in the hallway. I told them to be quiet. I told them we had to be absolutely quiet. Because I was just so afraid that if he did come in and then he would hear us, then he would maybe just start shooting the door.
11 minutes for the shooter to kill all 20 first graders and 6 adults at the school.
I remember asking, could you repeat the number? Because I couldn't absorb 20 children.
He fired 154 shots in 2 Newtown classrooms.
The majority of those who died today were children. Beautiful little kids between the ages of 5 and 10 years old.
And then just 2 days later, the president went to Newtown.
In December of 2012, after one of the worst mass shootings in American history, President Obama makes his way to Newtown, Connecticut.
It was a rainy day, and so he couldn't take a helicopter near the site, and so he had to drive for an hour and 10 minutes. I remember that hour and 10 minutes like it was yesterday, because in the car he looked at his remarks that one of his speechwriters had prepared, and he turned them over and he said, "That's not what I want to say."
He said, you know, you don't have kids yet, but when you do, it's like there's a saying, you know, having kids is like walking around with your heart outside your chest.
I remember being conscious of my breathing because I didn't want to do anything to disturb him. And he wrote solidly for an hour and 10 minutes straight.
I knew one thing that I needed to do, though, was to name the children, to acknowledge them, and make sure that people understood this wasn't an abstraction, that these were just like Malia or Sasha, or anybody else's kids that would hug you and be tucked in at night and you'd read stories to it.
I was a part of the team that went ahead of the president to prepare for the memorial service and for the time that he spent with the families of the lost children backstage. One of the things that I remember was the sheer number of people affected. And so you had all of those students and teachers who were lost, and each one of them had, multiple family members who would hug, put his hands on their shoulder and look them in their eyes.
These were 6-year-olds, and it was only a couple of days after it happened. And it wasn't just the parents, but in many cases you had siblings who were 10, 8, who had learned that their younger brother or sister had been killed. It's the only time I ever saw Secret Service cry at an event. So it was brutal.
I remember one thing that really struck me. I went to one of the classrooms where you saw little posters that kids had put up that said, you know, what I want to accomplish this year. I want to learn how to spell, I want to learn how to read, I want to learn how to do math.
As a community, you've inspired us, Newtown. In the face of indescribable violence, in the face of unconscionable evil, you've looked out for each other. You've cared for one another. And you've loved one another.
We all thought that after Sandy Hook, after, you know, these 26-year-olds had been killed, these little angels, that would be certainly something that would move the nation.
The fact that an overwhelming majority of Americans at that point felt that things like background checks might not prevent every act of madness or evil out here, but might save a few lives. That if a madman walks into a school intent on doing harm, fewer children might die if he doesn't have a semi-automatic weapon with magazines that can just deliver a stunning amount of bullets in such a short span of time. The notion that we as a society couldn't protect them, not from a natural disaster, but from something like this. I wanted to make sure the country felt that.
He decided to use his political capital to try to do something about guns, which again was not on his to-do list. I've always been proud of that decision because if he hadn't tried, it would have been a total abdication of leadership.
In January of 2013, the president signs 23 executive orders and proposes 12 congressional actions on gun control.
I'm putting forward a specific set of proposals, and in the days ahead, I intend to use whatever weight this office holds to make them a reality.
So I'll be saying that like that's crazy.
4 months after the massacre, the legislative means are put to a vote in the Senate.
The second vote was just called one Republican vote and a second Democratic vote.
For some members of Congress, however, the issues aren't so simple.
There's been a long-standing difference among the parties about whether modifications of the Second Amendment has any impact on the problem. And most Republicans have felt that it would not, and most Democrats have felt that it would. There's a big argument about whether this is effective, whether it makes any difference. And reasonable people have come to different conclusions. And that's why we've not passed some of this legislation.
The Second Amendment of the Bill of Rights provides that the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Some would say, but the tragedy simply makes my point. I need to be armed. There has been a growing group of people in America who feel that they have a constitutional right to bear arms, to own guns. And they're going to continue to demand that. And so it doesn't matter who is president, or unfortunately how many tragedies there are.
Under the previous order requiring 60 votes for the adoption of this amendment, the amendment is not agreed to.
The fact that we couldn't even get something as basic as that through the Senate was heartbreaking. And it's probably the closest I've come to being cynical during the course of my presidency. Victory for not doing something that 90% of Americans, 80% of Republicans, the vast majority of your constituents wanted to get done? It begs the question, who are we here to represent?
I think the president is generally a cool person, unflappable, but he's not a person without emotion.
So all in all, this was a pretty shameful day for Washington.
is something that I think wore him down over time and took off that level of calm and reserve.
Every time I think about those kids, it gets me mad. The fact that Congress couldn't respond at all remains one of my biggest disappointments as president. Danger of politics generally is that you start equating your own self with how you're doing politically on any given day. And Michelle was the person who could always remind me that
Is it
who
Bobby?
you are
Hello, how are you?
as a dad, as a husband, as a person,
Or
that
you
is
got an
not
L? Is it
contingent
Badu or Badu?
on any day-to-day or week-to-week successes. And what is a tough job? And having that solid ground from which to work, I think made me a better president, not just a better husband, a better father.
When they move into their new home, an old yet regal White House, Malia, 11, and Sasha, 8, quickly learn which banisters are best to slide down, which bed's the most fun to trampoline upon.
Wahoo! They are, yeah? This is by far... Do it again.
In almost every way, the kids' acclimation process is smoother than the adults in their father's administration.
The first Friday we were here, I remember he was wandering around and he came by my office and he said, "Have you guys seen the Oval?" And I went, "No." And he's like, "Well, come on down." And so we all go down and sat on the couches, and the First Lady came down and sat on the couch with us. It was amazing.
I remember him saying, like, you guys need to spend more time in the Oval Office so you can sort of get used to it because, we got work to do.
The West Wing is challenging. Yet no matter how hard it becomes, the president has his way.
Michelle's also been somebody who never allowed me to feel sorry for myself. She has said from the start, "You volunteered for this thing." And so, not indulging in pity parties when you had a tough day.
One of the First Lady's hard and fast rules, the president was expected to be in the residence for dinner every night, 6:30 p.m. sharp. No exceptions.
And by 6:15, I'm looking up at the clock and going, all right, we better wrap it up here because she will not hold dinner because she doesn't want to make the children sit there and wait for him.
And then you get the phone call and it's like, hey, First Lady and the kids are in the dining room. Was the president on his way over?
I think just something as simple as that to create this sense that the children are the most important thing in their life, even though he has the most powerful job in the world, is really important. And I also think he is energized by being around them. Observe them at the dinner table. He actually is interested in what happened in their day. And they're not in the least bit interested in what happened in his day.
The day we passed healthcare, the girls said, "Daddy, how was your day?" I said, "Well, remember that big piece of legislation I was working on to make sure everybody has health care? We finally got that passed." They said, "Well, that's great, Daddy." Immediately, Malia or Sasha said, "Did you see what happened on YouTube with the cat that was juggling a ball or something?" And the conversation immediately shifts. Same with Bin Laden.
But it isn't just important for the children to have their father's love and attention. Turns out it's critical for dad to have his kids.
It is hard to believe that this is my 7th year of pardoning a turkey. Time flies, even if turkeys don't. That was hugely helpful to me throughout this process. The fact that for most of my presidency, the girls were just too young to really care that much about what we were doing created a sense of perspective for me. that eased the burden. It allowed me to occupy their world and remember the simple pleasures and drama and pain that kids go through.
Oh, you practicing for Fremont tonight. Okay.
In their daily lives.
What kind of music you gonna be dancing to?
Sometimes that's exactly what you need.
Okay.
When you feel
What
that all
kind
these
of
decisions are
dance moves are you gonna do?
impinging on you. This fall, Leah heads off to college. I'm starting to choke up. So I'm gonna.
No, yeah, that's
I'm gonna
it right
wind
there.
it was in my remarks.
That's what draw me in. Are you gonna hit that move too?
One thing is abundantly clear. His success as a father is in large part due to the First Lady.
Well, Michelle's a lot. She's been, most importantly, the person who I knew was always putting girls first. And they have turned out great. But they've turned out great primarily because of her. I think I've been a good dad, but I've been a good dad because she reminded me that I wanted to be a good dad, and if I meant it, then this is what was required. It's something that I learned early.
Feel my rock. Feel my rock.
Can you give me some gloves?
Huh?
Can you give me some gloves?
Okay, let's go outside today. It's getting really bright today. What you need me to? Oh, the grill open. Okay. Oh, I thought you was gonna sit right there. Huh? Put it right there. Oh. It's getting sticky. Thinkables.
Is there a lighter in there?
Yeah. Need the other lighter? Huh?
It's good. Man, it's fucking on for 3, almost 3.5 hours already.
I know it's good. The what don't burn off? The handle?
It's supposed to be for all.
Oh, this supposed to. I forgot it's pork. Is it still smoking in there? No. Yeah, smoking real season with the smoke. Where they, I call it different, but it's more like smoke, like the burger. We eat side by side.
I think since the water not in the actual thing, it's
I'll be back. That's crazy. He just likes stuff on top of me. Lots of people don't make flying food like it does for mosquitoes and bees. Well, it just calms the bees down. Why doesn't smoke work like it does for bees and mosquitoes? Yeah, me too. Huh? Huh? You don't want that? It's aggressive. It's smoky crazy. It's smoky. Feel good outside though. Definitely barbecuing with us. Barbecuing with us. Hello. Happy Saturday. I'm ready for a sandwich with some. I wasn't gonna jalapeno. Oh. I gotta put some guacamole in it. Sounds like, man, I wish we had some jalapenos. So I want to put some guacamole and I want to put some cabbage too. I don't even look at the guacamole. Put some jalapenos in it. So y'all heard that. It is some jalapenos. It's just in the drawer that I never ever look in. So let's get some jalapenos, put it to that food. I want some jalapenos in the guacamole. And I want some in the cabbage. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of spice. Alexa, next song. Oh, that's a lot of jalapenos. Wow. Can't believe I didn't pay attention to these. Gotta do better. I was like, what's that noise? Okay, let me turn on the speaker. Y'all, why do we have jalapenos this whole time? I'm acting like I'm scared of them or something. Let me show y'all how the cabbage look. Oops. been on mute this whole time? Oh. I was like, nothing thing was on mute. That's crazy. What, in the middle? I'll be right back, my love. You smelling like some good old cabbage in the town.
I think on climate change and on the environment, President Obama recommended second to nobody.
A declaration that for all the challenges we face, the growing threat of climate change could define the contours of this century more dramatically than any other.
Yeah, also we're trying to do like, we'll be streaming for a long, at least I'm gonna say like 12 hours. We're definitely gonna try to do it.
Flashback.
What time is it?
The 2008
It's 5 here. We'll probably start at like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Rolling their eyes at this crazy kid from Illinois who wants to talk to the Cubans.
So it's kind of like a mini subathon for us.
Even if you don't agree,
We're almost at 500
he will be a
subscribers.
consequential president in part.
We're definitely trying to get there.
He moved the ship of state in a fundamentally more progressive direction.
If you look back over this 8 years, you'd have to say he achieved a lot of what he wanted to do.
Yet President Obama's greatest accomplishments may now be in jeopardy.
We will be able to immediately repeal and replace Obamacare.
There is the likelihood that if what I accomplished over the course of the 8 years moved the country this much, that a Donald Trump presidency could roll 20-30% of that back, whereas in my view a Hillary presidency could have moved it another 30 or 40% forward. But it doesn't negate the hard work that we've done and the accomplishments that I think we can be proud of.
As his time in office ends, Barack Obama walks away satisfied with his efforts and his historical contribution.
What I won't have any regrets about is whether or not I did my very best. There are all kinds of things where if you had a do-over, you try to do it better. There's no doubt that I've learned a lot on the job, and I'm probably a better president
All right, y'all. So
now than I've ever been. But I can look at myself in the mirror and say, I left it all on the field.
So actually what I'm trying to do
And as I've
is
said before,
set up multiple cameras so when I move around, I don't have to keep taking this phone, y'all.
this one runner in the
And
race.
so far I got camera number one.
Stumbles may have taken place that I ran hard.
Mr. President,
Wait, where?
testimony is subject to the penalty of perjury. Do you understand that, sir?
I do. There was shock in the conservative movement that 12 years of dominance had been upended by the Clintons.
Together we can make America great again.
Democrats lose elections and they get sad. Republicans lose elections and they get mad. And when they're mad, there's payback.
People that I was associated with wanted the Clintons to be brought down on Nixon's hand.
Hold on,
May of 91, Bill Clinton harassed me on the job.
Did you ever ask Paul Jones to kiss your penis?
No, I did not.
The president is being dogged by a story that won't go away.
Whitewater development is not going to go away. There are too many questions and there are too many implications for breaking the law. That's a lie. That's a Republican lie.
House Republicans were salivating. This was the next Watergate.
He's new chief of the Whitewater investigation, independent counsel, Kenneth Starr.
My view was very simple. This is all about rule of law.
They wanted to execute a search warrant on the White House. Starr was out to destroy the president.
The great story here is this vast right-wing conspiracy.
He knows they're out there to get him. He knows he was being hunted. And yet he could be so reckless.
Bill Clinton handed the sword to his enemies.
As I passed George Stephanopoulos' office, I kind of looked into the open doorway and Bill happened to be standing there and he motioned me in. I don't think my heart had ever beat as fast. Unbeknownst to me, I was on the precipice of the rabbit hole.
Did anyone see you go in there alone? Any day, any time. I don't think so. Monica, someone has told them something.
What does this information about an affair with the President of the United States have to do with Whitewater? Nothing. I was going to the White House in the dark of night to take a blood sample from the sitting president
Hold on,
of the
y'all.
United States.
One second.
Semen stain on it.
Representative is exhibiting to the Senate of the United States articles of impeachment against William Jefferson Clinton.
My first guest tonight, Bill Clinton, is a four-time governor. Here's a man who needs no introduction, the Honorable Bill Clinton of Arkansas.
Okay, y'all. I think I'm figuring it out now.
You're governor now of Arkansas till 1991? That's right. Yeah. Where are you looking beyond that, politically, or are you?
Depends on how I do on the show tonight.
This year, fellow governors voted him the most effective governor in the nation. Name a problem, Clinton probably has a solution.
So far I got camera number one.
We're not here to save the Democratic Party. We're here to save the United States of America.
I liked him.
He was good looking. He was funny. He actually had nerve enough to drag that saxophone onto the late night talk shows. I thought, gee, he's kind of cool.
Okay, so we got camera number 1 done. Camera number 2 is actually on this phone. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. So,
This election is
camera number 2 set up.
change in our leadership, change in our
And then,
and that is why today I proudly announce my
camera number 3, I guess, will be this computer.
One of the best politicians ever. A mega charmer with large audiences and excellent one-on-one.
The Democrats had lost 3 elections in a row. And here was this young, fresh face from a rural conservative state who had appeal to rural conservative voters, yet was very much a part of the mainstream of Democratic thinking.
Bill Clinton was somebody we could work with on women's equality, on birth control funding, on Social Security.
Clinton was our answer to Reagan.
The Clintons represented a new generation, and there were cultural issues surrounding them that a lot of Republicans and conservatives were uncomfortable with. Bill Clinton hadn't served in Vietnam. He had at least a brush with marijuana use. You add Hillary into the mix, who was a feminist. All that drove the conservatives crazy. I was part of the movement of the opposition to Clinton. Conservatives actively sought to engage in certain tactics that hadn't been fair game before.
Clinton was cruising along as the new Democrat when it came out that he'd had an affair with a woman named Jennifer Flowers.
Okay, y'all.
Yes, I was
So
Bill
I think
Clinton's
I
lover for 12 years.
have 3 cameras set up for us.
And for the past 2 years, I've lied to the press about our relationship to protect him.
Flowers actually had
Yeah,
tapes
let's see.
of
So
him talking to
then,
her. Not overtly sexual, but implying.
I guess I need to set up like some overlays and then set up overlays and then set up chat. Yeah.
Did anyone ever approach you from the Republican Party, perhaps another Democratic candidate, to urge you to tell the story publicly?
Yes, they did.
Who? Was the Democratic Party or was the Republican Party? Wow.
It was the Republican Party.
Jennifer Flowers really threatened Clinton's candidacy with oblivion.
The Republicans were putting together a dossier on Clinton, mostly stuff about womanizing.
Republicans were very much of the sort of the family values, moral character sort of party, and there was a sense that his character was flawed.
He is fatally flawed and extremely vulnerable. Tell me why he's fatally flawed. Well, it's character. People don't know if you can believe anything this guy says. I think the character of the person who will be president of the United States. Do you think this issue of marital fidelity is a legitimate issue? I think that it's something the voters are going to want to know about, yes.
The thing about Clinton was he would not be stopped. I mean, other politicians might give up, or, other people would give up on them. He would not permit that.
I did not work on his staff in 1992, but he called me a lot, and we talked a lot by phone. I told him, they will elect you if they feel you had an affair, if you handle it properly.
This is clearly a story that the Clintons want to meet head-on together.
In 92, you had
Hello,
4
hello.
networks, 3 broadcast networks, ABC, CBS, NBC, and CNN. It was a smaller media universe, no internet to speak of. So when Clinton was confronted with Jennifer Flowers, he could go to one place and kind of deal with it.
She's a legend, the 12-year affair with you. Right before that interview, he called me, and he said, what should I say? And I said, I think you should say that I've sometimes caused pain in my marriage, and I feel very badly about that.
I have acknowledged wrongdoing. I have acknowledged causing pain in my marriage.
And the problem with the answer is, it's not a denial.
No matter what I say, to pretend that the press will then let this die, we're kidding ourselves. I mean, I think most Americans who are watching this tonight, they'll know what we're saying. They'll get it.
There isn't a person watching this who would feel comfortable sitting on this couch detailing everything that ever went on in their life or their marriage. I'm not sitting here as some little woman standing by my man like Tammy Wynette. I'm sitting here because I love him and I respect him and I honor what he's been through and what we've been through together. And you know, if that's not enough for people, then heck, don't vote for him.
It is this sense of sureness and of combativeness that Hillary Clinton is employing this week in support of her husband. She is only attacked.
This woman has admitted that the Republicans offered her money to change her story and implicate my husband after having denied it repeatedly.
Well, I think Hillary Clinton is his best defense because she does not come across as the aggrieved wife.
Have you ever thought about quitting? The licks that I've taken are nothing compared to the licks most Americans take. I mean, if you can't take a few licks, you got no business being president. It's a tough job. You got to be a tough guy.
He was tough. This guy had like stamina. He could take a lick. I mean, with his old time could take a licking and keep on kicking.
If anything about our marriage,
I found the app to do multiple cameras, baby.
Whether or not they will have a chance to keep their own family.
All right, y'all. We'll be back. I'm about to set this up. And I'm coming back live when I have all the cameras set up.
At the worst possible moments, he just